Hey, I'm Travis from Titus Adventure Company. We've got our Land Cruiser 200 series out here that we want to give you a little tour of. This vehicle is an off-road machine, incredibly capable off-road, but drives like a luxury SUV on the highways. This vehicle is great for groups of up to 3 or 4. It's kind of one of our larger SUVs. The rooftop tent can handle up to 4 people. So again, kind of a larger group, or if you want that Land Cruiser experience. So what we're going to do today is we're going to show you a little bit about some of the real features of it that make this an Overland beauty. So let's take a look. Okay, this is the rooftop tent on the Land Cruiser. We use the iCamper Sky Camp. It's one of the bigger tents out on the market. And again, you'll see inside, it's about the size of a queen bed. So you can kind of get 4 inside if you need to. It's got a real thick mattress inside that lives in there, so you're not having to blow up an air mattress every time. So let's take a look. We're going to open it up and then we're going to kind of show you what it looks like inside. All right, so we're inside now. You can see just how big this rooftop tent is. There's a lot of windows, gets you a lot of great ventilation and views. There's a little crush light up here for lighting at night. And then what we're sitting on is that nice thick mattress that, again, that lives up here. And when you come to close it, you kind of fold it up on itself. Another feature is this tent is really big. We talked about, I'm actually 6'4", and I can lay down in here just fine. And I normally sleep with my family of 4 up here. Our kids are a little smaller, so we can make it fit. But it's, again, one of the bigger tents and can really fit a bigger group. Next, we're going to show you the awning. This is a 270-degree awning. Provides a ton of shade, goes around all the way to the back, and it's really quick to set up. We're going to show you it right now. Drops down. Swings all the way around to the back, and we actually hook it in right over here, and it just slides in real fast. Tighten the strap up, boom, you've got the awning. All right, another neat feature we've installed on these Land Cruisers is a table that slides out from under the roof rack. So it's a big table and you can just pull it straight out and use it for lunch or whatever, instead of having to maybe set up the other table. Let me show you how you use this. Undo our strap here, and we just slide this thing out, kind of getting underneath it. And then it pulls out just like that. Moving on to the back here, we're going to talk about the tailgate and kind of what's inside here. So we've installed a steel bumper back here, great for maybe those hidden bumps you see when you're climbing out so you don't scrape the paint. And it's a real sturdy one that has our spare tire. And then we have the trasharoo. It's a great way. We have trash bags inside there. Leave your trash on the outside of the vehicle. And then we've got you some water jugs back here. You can also put a fuel can if you need to. So it's a great place for storing more stuff outside the vehicle. So let's go ahead and show you inside here. These things swing out of the way. And then inside you'll see some of our drawer systems in here. All right, so you can see the drawer configuration. We've got one kind of down low. That's for the fridge. And the fridge can actually slide out on its own so you can get access to it better. And then underneath it is kind of all your pots and pans and utensils. So it's really organized to grab whatever you need. And then the bigger one slides out and it's got a table that can come out here. So it's a great place to cook or, again, prep lunch, whatever. And all your stove is in here. You can see you can load up quite a bit of different food stuff inside. These drawers are really deep, and so it's a great way for keeping everything organized. You can have just that out as well. We packed the vehicle with your 2 chairs, and this is an additional table. So you really have 2 tables when you're out camping. Moving over to the electronics in the fridge a little bit, we have a dual battery installed underneath the hood of the vehicle. We'll show you that in a minute. But that battery is powering our fridge. in its patterning, we put a USB outlet back here, great for charging up phones and cameras and stuff. And you can see this fridge is also plugged into our secondary battery. The fridge is a huge upgrade, really neat feature to have. Not worried about ice anymore. And it's really easy to use. You just kind of turn it on and set about it and forget about it. So inside, you can see we've got it loaded up with all of our food for the week. Out camping. Pulls out, easy to access, and then we can slide it back in when we're done. All right, another really critical feature of these Land Cruisers and all of our SUVs really is that we've done a lift. So we've put a different suspension kit on the vehicles that raises the body up a couple inches. It's a great way to get a little more ground clearance so you can tackle those 4x4 roads and not be really worried about damaging the vehicle. So we've lifted this one about 2.5 inches. And we've also put on some kind of body armor stuff. We have skid plates underneath the engine. And then we've put these rock sliders. They're also a great thing to, stand up onto while you're climbing around the vehicle. So that's kind of all protecting the vehicle as well. And then really critical feature is the off-road tires. So all of our vehicles have really heavy duty off-road tires meant for getting on those rocks and are really sturdy so they don't pop while you're out on the trail. Of course, we always have a spare tire in case something does happen, but really heavy duty tires makes a huge difference. All right, inside here, this vehicle has a lot of 4x4 features so that when you're out on the trail, you can tackle just about anything. So just wanted to give you a quick highlight of them. When you come in for your orientation, we're going to show you these in more detail and make sure you feel real comfortable using them. So here we can shift back between high 4 and low 4. High 4 is going to be on highways and stuff. This vehicle is actually in high 4 all the time, which is a neat feature for V8s. Most vehicles don't do that. And then we can shift it to low 4. This is when we get on those trails and we're going, 10 miles an hour and want to have that low range. When we're in low 4, we also have a couple other capabilities down here. We can do crawl control. This is like off-road cruise control where it modulates your speed for you, descending and descending. And it's a great way to make sure you're not losing traction and also not riding your brakes too much. Another fun feature on this car, we do have a forward-facing trail camera. You can click that, and on the screen here will come up your view in front of you so you can see those rocks and kind of steer to where you need to go. So we've talked a little bit about the dual battery system. I wanted to just show it to you real fast. Pretty straightforward, not much you need to know about it other than we have the main car battery, and then we've installed a second one over here. And this is what's just controlling and powering your fridge and that USB port in the back. So you're not worried about draining your main car battery while you're using the fridge and out camping. Every time you drive, you're going to charge this battery up. So if you're driving every couple of days, you'll be just fine on a battery for running your fridge. That wraps up the tour of our Toyota Land Cruiser. These are amazing overland vehicles for rent to explore the backcountry in comfort. Come take it out for yourself or give us a call with any questions.